It's the more insidious, secret partisan behavior of very liberal-dominated newsrooms working at the supposedly impartial.
Sunny Hostin, her husband accused of committing federal insurance fraud in a lawsuit.
Sunny Hostin has stirred up headlines again, this time over a fiery moment in Donald Trump's interview with Fox News' Bret Baier. While the interview itself was generating buzz, it was Trump's casual remark about not seeing Senator J.D. Vance as his successor for the 2028 presidential race that truly sent shockwaves through both political and entertainment circles. His comment was like tossing a grenade into the arena, sparking major controversy. Naturally, the ladies of The View were quick to dive into the drama, amplifying the fallout and keeping the political gossip alive, much to the public's excitement.
He's doing something a little bit more diabolical, if I'm being honest. Representative Andy Ogles, a Republican of Tennessee, on January 23rd, just 3 days after Trump was inaugurated, already proposed amending the 22nd Amendment to allow Trump to serve a third term.
On the February 11th episode of The View, the panel dug into Donald Trump's controversial remarks about his 2028 successor. Sarah Haynes offered a more analytical take, suggesting that Trump's comments stemmed from his love for competition. According to Haynes, Trump's free market mindset encourages the best man to win. Just like when he backed J.D. Vance in Ohio, Trump values loyalty but wants people to fight for his attention, not expecting to simply hand over the crown. It was a diplomatic take, but the conversation didn't stop there. Enter Sunny Hostin, known for her bold, no-holds-barred commentary. She took things to a more dramatic level with a theory that left the audience, and likely her co-hosts, shocked. "I think he's doing something a little more diabolical, if I'm being honest," Sunny said, her tone heavy with seriousness. She introduced a little-known proposal by Representative Andy Ogles to amend the 22nd Amendment, which limits presidential terms. Hostin suggested that Trump might be eyeing a way to secure a third term. "He doesn't want to name a successor because in his mind, he's his own successor," she declared. "Why name someone else when I could just stick around?" The audacious theory sent ripples through the studio, with Joy Behar audibly gasping in disbelief.
Point. If she were a liberal, self-made millionaire migrant model who speaks 5 languages, she'd have her name on a federal building right now, no?
Sunny wasn't done yet. She acknowledged the difficulty of amending the Constitution, citing the need for 2/3 of Congress and 34 states' approval. But ominously, she hinted that Trump could bypass the system, even suggesting he might simply try to stay in office. Her voice tinged with mock dread, and just like that, the narrative of Trump as a diabolical mastermind plotting to defy democratic norms took flight, thanks to Sunny's dramatic flair.
Oh, he was scamming insurance companies from taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers. He was performing unnecessary surgeries and then providing fraudulent medical services in exchange.
Not everyone on the View panel shared Sunny's dark take. Elisa Farrah Griffin, a former Trump insider, stepped in with a different interpretation. She explained that Trump's refusal to name a successor wasn't surprising to her for 2 reasons. First, Trump thrives on loyalty and needs people around him who'll go to great lengths for his approval. Second, the moment he names a successor, he risks being seen as a lame duck, something that doesn't align with his style. Elisa also speculated that Trump might be leaving the door open for his children to carry on the family legacy, a suggestion that drew a loud groan from Joy Behar. "I hope it's not the kids," she quipped, sparking eye rolls and laughter around the table. However, Elisa's final point shifted the tone in the room. She stated, "The truth is, Trump is a singular force. No one else in the Republican Party, or even in American politics, has his level of influence. J.D. Vance or anyone else might follow in his footsteps, but none of them will ever be Trump." This sobering thought hung in the air. Trump holds back on naming a successor because he doesn't want to admit he's replaceable, as if that weren't enough drama. The conversation took a personal turn for Sunny. While she speculated about Trump's future, her own family was embroiled in a very public scandal. Sunny's husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, found himself at the center of a massive insurance fraud lawsuit, with allegations of fraudulent billing and kickbacks tied to surgeries at his New York-based orthopedic practice.
According to the documents, he knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, including arthroscopic surgery.
The lawsuit, filed by American Transit Insurance Company, accuses Dr. Emmanuel Hostin of being part of a massive scheme with over 180 defendants. The allegations claim he performed unnecessary surgeries, mainly on rideshare drivers for companies like Uber and Lyft, and billed the insurance company for excessive amounts. The company is seeking a staggering $450 million in damages.
This is the largest RICO case ever filed in the state of New York. You guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia.
The timing of the scandal couldn't be worse for Sunny, who is often outspoken about ethical lapses. Insiders report that the situation has become a significant issue behind the scenes at ABC News, with some questioning how she can continue to comment on legal and political ethics without addressing her husband's legal troubles. However, Sunny isn't staying silent. Outside the studio, she issued a fiery defense of her husband, accusing American Transit Insurance Company of launching a disgusting media smear campaign against her family. She claimed the company, struggling financially, is trying to avoid paying for medical procedures. Sunny also alleged that the insurance carrier is using her celebrity status to sway public opinion. She even hinted at a countersuit, demanding a public apology and substantial damages for the emotional distress caused.
Emanuel denied the allegations via a statement through his lawyer, telling Daily Mail that his client, quote, denies each and every allegation and that the lawsuit is a blanket, scattershot, meritless lawsuit.
Meanwhile, Emanuel Hostin's legal team is fighting back vigorously. His attorney, Mark Gagos, has dismissed the lawsuit as meritless and accused American Transit Insurance of targeting doctors to avoid their financial obligations. Gagos called the lawsuit a blanket scattershot designed to intimidate healthcare providers, asserting that Dr. Hostin did nothing wrong and they intend to prove that in court. In typical Sunny Hostin fashion, she didn't hold back when addressing the issue on other platforms. She described the lawsuit as an attack on hardworking doctors and criticized the healthcare system for making it difficult for physicians to get paid for their services. "My husband operates on people who are in pain, whether they have insurance or not," she said, adding, "and now he's being penalized for doing the right thing." It's outrageous. The legal battle is far from over, and it's clear that Sunny isn't backing down. However, the controversy surrounding her husband's situation has cast a shadow over her role on The View, where she's built a reputation as a moral compass of sorts. The question now is whether she can maintain that image while her family is embroiled in such a high-profile scandal. Only time will tell, but one thing's for certain, Sunny Hostin is not one to shy away from a fight, and just as things were beginning to settle on her husband's legal drama, another storm is brewing. Rumors are swirling that Senator John Fetterman, a rising star in the Democratic Party, is planning to sue Sunny and The View producers over comments made during a recent episode. This isn't your typical lawsuit. The potential legal action could reshape conversations about media accountability. Fetterman, known for his outspoken nature and willingness to take on major figures, is set to take on Sunny in court. The outcome of this legal battle could have significant implications on the limits of public commentary and media influence. It looks like Sunny's battles are just beginning.
Speaking of Donald Trump, I was stunned and amazed by his new White House spokeswoman today. She's actually the youngest ever in that.
So, what's Senator John Fetterman's issue with Sunny and The View? It all traces back to comments made during what was meant to be a routine episode of the daytime talk show. While details are still unclear, insiders say the remarks touched on Fetterman's political career and personal life in a way that left him feeling slandered and misrepresented. The View is known for its fiery debates and polarizing opinions, but this time, it seems they might have crossed a line. Fetterman, who is no stranger to media scrutiny, isn't letting this one slide. He's reportedly suing not just Sunny, but also the show's producers, claiming they failed to exercise proper caution in airing the segment. Sources close to the senator say he's less concerned about his own reputation and more focused on the broader implications of media responsibility. "This isn't about me," Fetterman allegedly said in private conversations. "This is about holding the media accountable for the harm they can cause when they're reckless or irresponsible." Bold words, but if anyone has the gumption to take on a media powerhouse like The View, it's John Fetterman. And here's the kicker, this lawsuit isn't just a slap on the wrist. Fetterman is reportedly seeking significant damages and demanding a public apology from both Sunny and ABC. Legal experts suggest that this case could set a precedent for how public figures handle media outlets in the future. Imagine a world where talk shows have to think twice before diving into personal attacks or speculative commentary. It's a fascinating thought, but wait, there's more. As if Sunny and her legal team didn't have enough on their plate, rumors are swirling that Melania Trump might also be preparing for legal action against the outspoken co-host. Yes, the former First Lady, who has mostly kept a low profile since leaving the White House, is reportedly furious over comments Sunny made about her relationship with Donald Trump during a recent View episode. Sunny didn't hold back, claiming that Melania hates her husband and is actively trying to sabotage his political ambitions. She doesn't want to be First Lady again, Sunny declared, further fueling the fire with jabs at Melania's infamous redesign of the White House Rose Garden and her supposed disdain for holiday traditions. Who hates Christmas? Sunny asked rhetorically, drawing laughter from the audience, but raising serious eyebrows elsewhere.
The delusion of saying that he has kindness in his heart. He's so mean.
She called him positive.
He's the meanest president we've ever had. And I was around when Nixon was here.
While Melania hasn't publicly commented on Sunny's remarks, insiders say she's furious and considering her options. Some reports suggest she's consulting legal experts about a possible defamation lawsuit. Melania is no stranger to legal battles, having previously sued a British tabloid for publishing false claims about her. She won that case and reportedly received a hefty settlement, proving she's not one to back down from a fight.
DJ, that was true.
He is
Can
mean.
I show to?
He's mean to the Haitians. He's mean to women. He's mean to immigrants.
Everybody.
He's mean to everybody.
He's not mean to Melania.
This isn't just about Melania's feelings being hurt. The potential lawsuit could have far-reaching implications for Sunny and The View. For one, it would put the show under intense scrutiny, forcing producers to defend their editorial choices and possibly even their hiring practices. For Sunny, it could significantly damage her reputation as both a legal expert and a moral authority. After all, how can you claim to stand for truth and justice when you're being accused of spreading falsehoods about someone's personal life? Of course, Sunny isn't known for backing down either. If Melania decides to pursue legal action, you can bet Sunny will fight tooth and nail to defend herself. Let's be honest, the courtroom drama alone would be must-see TV. The back and forth between these two strong-willed women would be the kind of spectacle that would have audiences glued to their screens, popcorn in hand.
Isn't it rich that The View is saying she got the job based on looks when DEI is all about based on looks?
The controversies surrounding Sunny don't stop there. In a bizarre twist, wokeness became another flashpoint on The View. The term, often at the heart of political debates, was front and center during a discussion about Caroline Leavitt, the new White House press secretary under the Trump administration. In her first press briefing, Leavitt made headlines by declaring there would be no wokeness in the administration's policies. The comment didn't sit well with Sunny or her co-hosts, particularly Whoopi Goldberg, who didn't hold back in her blunt response.
Without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table.
Sunny didn't hold back when criticizing Caroline Leavitt's stance on wokeness, arguing that the concept has been twisted into a political weapon. The reason we fought for these policies in the first place was to ensure equality and fairness, she said. To dismiss that as wokeness is not only ignorant but also dangerous. While these strong words resonated with some, they sparked backlash. Critics quickly pointed out the irony of a group of wealthy, influential women lecturing others about privilege and fairness. The situation only intensified with Joy Behar's controversial remark that Leavitt was hired because she's a 10, a comment many found sexist and dismissive of Leavitt's qualifications. The whole ordeal turned into a media circus, with both sides firmly entrenched. Supporters of Leavitt argued she was being unfairly targeted for her conservative views, while detractors maintained her comments about wokeness deserved criticism. Caught in the middle of it all is Sunny, who seems to attract controversy wherever she goes. Love her or hate her, Sunny knows how to keep herself, and The View, at the heart of the cultural conversation. Whether sparring with co-hosts, defending her family, or challenging political figures, she commands attention, and in today's media landscape, that's a skill that can't be underestimated.
And Caroline Leavitt isn't just making headlines, she's also rewriting history. At 27, the New Hampshire native has become the youngest White House press secretary ever.
With lawsuits looming, public feuds escalating, and political tensions rising, It feels like we're witnessing a real-life soap opera unfold. Sunny Hostin may be outspoken, polarizing, and controversial, but one thing, she's not as boring. As the drama continues, one thing's for sure, we'll all be watching to see what happens next. Are Sunny's critics justified, or is she a victim of her own success? And how far is too far when it comes to public commentary? Let us know your thoughts, and stay tuned for more updates on this evolving story.